Our Arbonne products. So I wanted to record a short video about our Arbonne products. So before I started my business, I was very, very used to buying just 99p products from the shelves at different pharmacies or shops in town. And I was not brand loyal. There wasn't one brand where I would think, oh, when this runs out, I'm going to make sure that I buy from the same brand again, because nothing ever wowed me enough. It was just a product at the end of the day, something to wash my hair, something to wash my body, nutrition, makeup. I wasn't really stuck on any particular brand. I did quite like the brand MAC, because I thought that having MAC makeup made me a little bit more special, and getting out my MAC makeup from my handbag. Now I know that absolutely that is just an awful thing, because people obviously know that you're supporting such a cruel industry, a company that tests so badly on animals, and what they fill their products with is just horrendous. So actually, when I see MAC come out people's handbags now, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're supporting that. Do you know what you're supporting? So completely, obviously, naive to that. So going back to the product. So when I was first introduced to the business concept of Arbonne, it was the business that I was like, wow, 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 wow. I can definitely use and recommend these products and earn a great income from it. But why would I why would I jump to a different price band from what I was using to what Arbonne is? So there are three main types of price points when it comes to products. And you have to think about this a little bit like food price points. So you have like your Tesco value, your Tesco finest. You might even have something in the middle of that. And then you've got your outside brands that come in, and then they're usually mid-range, and then you've got like your top quality brands. So think of it like food, how you have those different brand price points. This is the same with products. So there are three main price bands with products. So the economy brand is what I was used to buying. So that economy brand is usually priced between £1 and £10. They're the types of products that you just see in the shops on the shelves, usually buy one get one free. There's usually some sort of offer or gimmick with them. Now, these brands are heavily, I repeat, heavily watered down to make them that price. There is nothing good in those products because of the price that they are. So to have a really great plant-based ingredient, the price would reflect that. And because the price doesn't reflect that, there is nothing good in these products. If you look at the ingredients, and there might be something at the bottom of the ingredients, right at the end of the list, that might think, oh, that's a plant-based botanical, that's good. It's probably a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of it. So when you look at ingredients on the back of your products, the ingredients list is in order. So the first thing you see is what's in it the most. The second thing is what's then the second most ingredient, and it goes down in order. And you tend to find the highest ingredients in economy products are aqua, which is just water. So just watered it down. Sodium lauryl sulfate, which is very, very harmful, very harmful. I'm not going to even go into sodium lauryl sulfate right now. SLS, Google it and you'll see for yourself. And then usually mineral oil. So mineral oil is derived from crude oil. So basically something that's not good enough for petrol, they sell on to cosmetics companies because environmentally it's too harmful to dispose of on our land, too harmful for our land, but it's good enough for our skin. So they send off mineral oil to cosmetics companies for them to water down their products. So how they make their products so cheap is by using very, very cheap, nasty ingredients. A bit like buying a car. You would not buy a decent car for £1 to £10. It would be something that was just going to break down any second. So that's economy brands, and that's what I was used to buying. The second price point is premium price products. Now, these are the types of products that you see in department stores like Debenhams, and you'll see them on the like the Clarins stands, Decleor, Lizelle, all those different stands, and they are slightly better than economy. They absolutely are slightly better. They are still watered down, but probably not 90%, 95% watered down, which economy are. They're about 90 to 95% watered down. Premium, mid-range are watered down, but not as much. It might have a couple of good ingredients in them, and yeah, they're about £30 to £60. So that was where I was buying like my makeup from. So that's like mid-price point. Again, you have to think that for economy and premium products, they are advertised on TV and in magazines. So a massive proportion of what you pay for is paying for advertisements, and they're sold in shops on a shelf. So again, you're paying for that as well. So if your product is only £1 and you think that you're paying for advertising out of that and the shop and the overhead, it makes sense that your product is probably only worth a couple of pence. So that's premium and economy. Then you've got the third price point, which are ultra premium. Now, I had personally never really heard of ultra premium products. They're things like Creme de la Mer, La Prairie. They're about £100 to £800 price point. And they're the types of products that you see when you go to the airport, and they're in like the glass cabinets, and a pot of night creams like £100 with a gold spatula, those kind of products. And if your kids ran near it, you'd probably have a heart attack. Ultra premium products are more so good ingredients. They are more good ingredients. Again, going back to that car analogy, if you're going to buy a much more expensive car, you're going to get good parts in it. It's going to be a much better car. So the same as your products. You probably will find there will be some watering down in them, because they do obviously want to squeeze out every drop of profit possible to pay for advertising, pay for that celebrity endorsement that they've paid for, and for the overheads that they have to pay at the airport, or the shop, and the staff, the staff that've got like all their makeup on, their hair scraped up in a bun. So there probably will be some watering down, but not half as much as economy. Gosh, nowhere near. And they do have some really good ingredients in ultra top premium products. They do really active plant-based ingredients. They do harvest and source their products on good sources. So where Arbonne sits in those three bands is actually above ultra premium. So the way they're made is actually better than that top brand. So they're formulated to a higher standard than even what we can consume, what we can buy as our top brand, which is amazing. So their formulations are above. They're not watered down at all. They are 100% concentrated, which means that we're going to get a product that is 100% what it says it is. Whereas before, we can buy something. So say this is like my shampoo. Only a tiny amount would have been shampoo before, and the rest is watered down. So I squeeze my shampoo out my hand, and it's all greasy and oily because most of it's just watered down and mineral oil. And then I wash my hair, and then that goes down the tap. And actually, out of what I've just washed my hair in, probably only 3 to 4% of what was squeezed onto my hand was actually shampoo. So with the Arbonne products, 100% of what you squeeze onto your hand is shampoo, which is why you need a tiny amount. So you put a tiny amount on because it is shampoo. Rub it together. It's no sodium lauryl sulfate, so it won't bubble up because it's got no nasty chemicals in it. Rub it together, activate the ingredients because they are plant-based, activate them, and then you want to push it through your hair, or if it's a body wash or if it's a face wash, depending on what it is, to activate these natural ingredients that we have. So Arbonne do sit in the highest bracket, but where they sit in price point is mid-range. Okay, so why can they bring the price right down? Why can they do that? Okay, really simple. What we buy for our products, so say we buy like a £60 night cream. When we pay £60 for that night cream, most of that is the ingredients. Obviously, the company Arbonne want to make a profit. We accept that because they're the ones that are formulating these products and putting in all this research. Then there's a representative, so a consultant that has tailored that product to you. They've provided you with a service of listening to what you want and then matched up the product for you. They've probably even bought products for you to try before you buy. That's their business. They're going to get paid from that. And that is it. Whereas if you bought a £60 night cream from one of the Debenhams places, tables, I can't remember what the counters, that's the word, then you're probably only getting £5 of actually ingredients in that, because the rest is going to go on marketing, advertising, celebrity endorsement, the shop, the staff, the overheads, the lorry drivers that transport it to the warehouse, to the wholesaler. So you're not actually getting your money's worth out of these products, whereas with Arbonne you are. So this is why when initially I saw the prices, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not used to spending this amount of money. But when I worked out having to replace my items every week, like my toothpaste, my deodorant, my shampoo, my face wash, all these things I had to replace every week, I actually saved money switching to Arbonne, and I was getting to use something that celebrities use, people in Buckingham Palace use, all these top people that money is no problem. They're choosing Arbonne for a reason. They obviously know something, because if money was no object and you look at what they choose to spend their money on when it's not a problem, that's what you want to be spending your money on. So looking at that, I got to use these amazing products that actually worked and did something. I used to wash my hair every other day because it was greasy. Now I wash it once a week because the products do what they say they're going to do. My face, I actually look younger than what I did 2 years ago because the products do what they say. They help your fine lines and your wrinkles. My lips have been plumped up from using these plant-based products and ingredients. My makeup, everything is just so much better. And then another thing is, Arbonne at the minute is not a household name. It's not well heard of. Only a tiny amount of the population have heard of Arbonne, but it will be a household name. And the reason why it will be a household name is because people are starting to catch on to their products in shops, how watered down they are and how they're not getting value for money. And the UK are starting to follow the laws that a lot of other countries follow, where they ban mineral oil, they ban sodium lauryl sulfate, they're banning parabens, they're banning these known products that are found in diseases that we have. So cancers, depression, anxiety, all these problems that we have, like IBS, all these issues that we have as human beings that weren't around 20, 30 years ago, weren't as well known. People are suffering more with these diseases on a day-to-day basis, and it's linked to what we're washing on and what we're washing ourselves and what we're putting in our body. It's linked to it. So some countries have banned them, and the UK are lagging behind, but they will be following suit. And there will come a point in the next 15, 20 years where you won't be able to go shopping anymore and buy your products, because they won't be able to be sold in a shop, because they won't be able to have that profit margin anymore that they have at the minute, because they're watering things down so they're able to. So think about when you used to buy videos at Blockbusters and Choices, and then that stopped. And it stopped because the economy evolved and people started buying DVDs and renting them off the internet and watching them on Sky. We evolved and we changed. That's what's happening with our products. So right now people might think, well, why would I pay that when I can buy the exact same thing from my local shop for £1? One day that won't be a case. That will not happen, because the law will change and the companies will not be allowed to put these ingredients in our products. So then what those companies are going to say, well, there's no point putting good ingredients in them because we're not going to make any money, because by the time we've paid for our shop overheads, our advertising, our celebrity endorsement, we're out of pocket. And the only way to buy these products is going to be through the internet, because it cuts out all those middlemen, all that wasted money. So who would you buy off from the internet? Would you buy from a shop on the internet of somebody you've never met before, you don't get to try before you buy, you just see anything, I don't know what I'm going to do? Or would you buy through a consultant like myself and like thousands of others that personally use these products? We let the people try them before they buy them. We give genuine advice. We have learned and trained in our own time online about these products. We know nutrition, makeup, skincare inside out. We're continually evolving and learning. We're continuously bringing out new products and growing and growing and growing. Wouldn't you rather buy your products through somebody like that knows exactly what they're talking about? Of course. So this is why network marketing has been dubbed to be the next $1 trillion industry, because it's the way our economy is going. And if you're looking at our economy moving at the way it's going and you want to be secure in what's happening in this change in the world, stop working at Blockbusters selling videos, get onto an online business, because that's what people did back then. Some people realized that videos were going to be obsolete. Even you can't even really rent DVDs anymore. Things are changing, and some people decided that no, that will never happen. You can just why would I want to be involved with a business like that when I can just go and get my video from Blockbusters or Choices down the road? And they didn't evolve with it. Look where they are now. Or you can evolve with it. So with this company, I jumped straight in because I wanted to evolve with this company. And I can see every single box has been ticked. We're online. We've got the best products. We are people-based, not profit-based. We are people-focused, and we always are adapting because of what people say, not because of what profit says. We are online, and we have trained representatives like myself that give up our time in the evenings or around our job, around what we're doing, to learn about these products, to provide you guys with an amazing service. We help you. The products are 100%. They're concentrated and they last longer. So it ticks every single box. These products are phenomenal. And I know I'm always talking about the business. The business is great. The business is fantastic. The business has done this. The business is amazing, but so are the products. This business wouldn't be the business it is without the best products in the entire world. It wouldn't be, because it's been moved and grown through word of mouth. And would you recommend something to your loved ones if you didn't believe it was the best thing you've ever come across? No, you wouldn't. So people have used these products, realized it's the best thing they've ever possibly come across, and they've recommended it to people that they care deeply about. And that's gone on and on and on for 36 years. Something has to be absolutely astounding for it to have grown through solely word of mouth for 36 years. I mean, look at like the film 50 Shades of Grey, they didn't pay for any advertising for 50 Shades of Grey, the book. It was all done through word of mouth. And then that grew and grew and grew through word of mouth. Everyone's heard of 50 Shades of Grey. It's all done through word of mouth. But now it's kind of stopped. People don't really talk about it that much anymore. But imagine if people loved the book that much, if it was that good, it kept growing for 36 years. That's where we are. And we're growing even more. Like every day we're growing and growing and growing. And now we've started globalizing as well. We're going into all the other countries. We're only in 5 countries at the minute. So we're part of this massive, massive industry with the most phenomenal products, and we're going into all these other countries. It's just like, it is literally like having a winning lottery ticket. That is genuine. I have to pinch myself every day because I'm like, oh my God, someone gave me a winning lottery ticket, because I have to work at this business, but what business do you not have to work at? And when I say work, I mean learn about these products, which I'm really interested in doing anyway. Learn about skincare, nutrition, cosmetics, all from scratch. I didn't have that understanding before. And I get to have so much fun. It's just so much fun. We do team things. We do days out, spa days, holidays, Vegas, Arizona. It is so much fun. In my opinion, it is the industry that everybody needs to be involved with of some form or another. Whether you're involved with this industry full-time or part-time, 2 hours a week to 20 hours a week to 40 hours a week. Not that I think you could actually do it 40 hours a week, because it is very part-time. But it's the industry that everybody needs to have some sort of involvement with, because this is the way that our economy is growing. And if you're worried about if your job's going to be secure in 20 years' time, get involved with network marketing. I promise you now, you need to be involved with something to do with network marketing, whether that's recommending holidays, cars, mobile phones, cameras, products, pots and pans. Get involved with network marketing, because it's going to be your security blanket. And if anything does happen to you, you're going to have that backup income, because the income from your online business is paid to you every single month, and it secures what you're doing. So if I was to drop down dead today, my girls are still going to they're still going to have like several £1,000s every single month drop through our front door that's going to look after them forever. So make sure that you are involved with a network marketing business of some description, something that the products are absolutely astounding, something where you love the culture, because there are some network marketing companies that hasn't got the culture that we have. We're a culture of very much positive people. We think about other people before ourselves. We help everybody out, and we do have that culture. And I know a lot of other companies don't, but look for something that does. Look for something that does have that culture that you want to be surrounded by, people that are going to build you up, it's going to stretch you, it's going to grow you. You're going to learn about something that you're really keen to learn about. Just get involved. And if not, just use these products, because these products are absolutely crazily good. And if you're involved with them now, as opposed to waiting for the laws to change and you go to the shop and the products aren't there anymore, because they won't be. But when the laws change, they will not be there anymore. Then what are you going to do? So you need to make sure that you're involved with buying your products now, so that you've got that in the bag. You don't have to stress about that at a later date. Right. I'm going to go, because I could just talk ages about this business. Oh my God, especially the products. I get so passionate about the products because it's so good. It's helped me in so many different ways. I was diagnosed with lupus, and since I started using these Arbonne products, it's just changed my life. Absolutely changed my life. My husband's got ME, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, IBS. My children had eczema. We were just like a walking disaster zone. It's helped us so much. So get involved with the products. I kid you not.